Hi, you're watching your roadmap to PM certification. Today, I'm going to talk to you about qualifying and applying for the PMP exam. So, first of all, to qualify, there are three areas we're going to look at that you need to fulfill before you apply in order to qualify. And that is your project management education, your formal education, which is going to determine how many hours of experience are required, and then lastly, your hours of experience as a project manager. So first, your PM education. PMI requires that you take 35 hours, they call them contact hours, in project management education. One good thing to know is that it is not required that it is provided by a PMI or a PMI educator. As long as it is about project management, it could be at your workplace, it could be through local chapters, through a college. Anything that is considered project management education will qualify and meet your 35 hours. So next is your formal education. You need a high school diploma minimum. So if you have a high school diploma or associate's degree, they will require you provide 7,500 hours of work experience. And this work experience needs to have been attained in the last 8 consecutive years. Now, if you have a bachelor's degree or higher, the number is 4,500. So you're looking at 75 or 4,500. Okay, so the last step is your experience. You're going to need to go back through your work experience over the last not more than 8 years, whatever will give you the required hours for your level of formal education. And in that work experience, you will need to provide any jobs or projects where you were involved as a lead or directing the project. Another thing that you will need to figure out is what areas of the project phases you were involved in. The 5 phases being if you know this already, you're way ahead. It is initiating, planning, executing, monitoring, controlling, and closing. Those are the 5 phases of project management. So when you put together your information, it's good to divide it in those areas and make sure that you make note of who you reported to, where you worked, explain a little bit in a paragraph or less what your experience was and in what phase of project management that experience applied. Another important thing to note is that PMI will look at the dates, and if you had overlapping projects, you cannot double up on the hours. It has to be continuous time. So I'll give you an example. If you worked on project A, let's say from February to August, and then you worked on project B from April to October. The longest you can put down for time would be the time between February and October. As far as, the months that are considered the consecutive months and the hours that were applied for that job. All right, I hope this information is useful, gives you an idea. Another thing in closing is the fee for the PMP. It is $405 if you're a PMI member, and it is $555 if you are not. So it would be good for you to consider if it's worth becoming a member, and that fee is $129 at this time. And you'll have a little bit of savings, and then you would have advantage to everything they have to offer to join the local chapters. They do have discounted courses that are offered and a lot of information on their website at pmi.org. So that would be something to consider doing before you decide which way to register for the exam. Another final note to keep in mind is it will help you frustration and time if you organized all your information And that way when you do the application and fill it out, the process will go a little smoother for you. So like this video if it was helpful. Please ask me any questions that you may have, and if you click on the link below, I will send you a template that will help you organize the information when you apply, and you'll just be able to translate it into the application and make the process easier for you.